What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Forza Horizon 2 doing a review of the new 2015 Subaru WRX STi. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you guys right up front, this commentary is post-recorded, not live, because there were a couple of complications with sound, and this video was actually supposed to be released on Thursday, but instead you guys are seeing this on Friday, because there was also a few scheduling issues where I thought I was going to be able to get this video out on, like I said, on Thursday, but it turned into a release on Friday, again, due to scheduling complications. So, my initial impressions of this car were obviously the sound. They really captured that boxer sound really, really nicely. I've heard several 2015 STIs in person, and they really, like I said before, did an incredible job capturing that sound. Really nice rumble. It's got a little bit of a scream to it, but it's mostly that really nice growly boxer rumble. Now, this thing is also completely stock, haven't done anything to it, no race exhaust, no suspension work, nothing at all. And the biggest thing that I noticed right off the bat was the ease of control off-road and really how balanced the all-wheel drive power split was. It was very, very easy to control, very easy to throw into corners, and really just pull itself right around. It was pretty much a rally car right out of the box. That's what this thing was. It was a rally car right out of the box, ready to go. No issues with this thing whatsoever as far as getting to go really, really well on these dirt roads. Now, I think the biggest thing that I had to get used to was, well, other than drivatars smashing into me, the biggest thing I had to get used to was, I guess, mid-corner corrections, because if you're halfway through a corner in this car and you start to run out of momentum, then it can kind of spit you right into the middle of the corner, and that can be a little bit disconcerting if you're aiming for an apex and the car all of a sudden spits you in the wrong direction. Well, I guess not quite in the wrong direction, but just not in the direction you weren't really trying to go. So you have to pay attention to that, and you have to be careful about your entry speed. Generally, you want to actually get your entry speed a little bit higher than you might think you'll need to in this car. It's the opposite of how you would drive the Global Rallycross Beetle, because the Global Rallycross Beetle, that thing is ridiculous. If you go into a corner too quickly in the Global Rallycross Beetle, you're going to have a ton of issues sliding off the road, so you got to have a little bit less speed on approach. This thing is the exact opposite. You need to have a little bit more speed on corner approach than you think you might need, and you'll see a couple of times in this video where I kind of misjudged that, because I went straight from the GRC Beetle to this, and it couldn't have been a bigger difference. It really could not have been a bigger difference as far as driving styles and how you actually have to get used to the way the car is behaving. Now, that right there is really not what I was talking about. That right there was more of the fact that the back end of the car kind of went over the side of that hill, so it was kind of, it was weird. It was almost trying to, one side is trying to pull it towards the side of the hill, and the other side was trying to just pull it back onto the road. So that's why it just kind of spat me into basically into the field, into the trees, or, well, shrubs, bushes, whatever you want to call them, I don't know. But, other than that, I think this thing has a lot of potential, obviously, for upgrades. I think it's going to be a popular car online, just because of the fact that it's very balanced, very controlled, very easy to control. Even in stock form, it's a very usable rally car, very usable for off-roading. And, I mean, it also launches way better than the previous generation STi did. I know I had a lot of issues getting the launch right with the previous generation STi, even after a bunch of tuning. I mean, but this thing, right out of the box, easy launch. Just bounce it off the rev limiter a couple of times, drop the clutch, and you're gone. You're on your way. So, I mean, and it hooks up and goes, too. It's got ridiculous pull under acceleration, and I'm sure after you mess with the power a little bit, you can get those acceleration times down even further. But as you mess with the power, you'll obviously need to, I don't know if you'll need to change the power split. You might, depending on your application. But if you're just trying to get a good launch, you just lower your launch RPM. I mean, if you're launching at just above 7 on stock power, you may need to start launching it at about 6. And if you got a ton of power, you may need to start launching it at about 5 or 5,000 RPMs. Depends on, like I said, depends on your power output, depends on your application. But either way, not a very difficult thing to calculate. Now, as far as the next review, which will hopefully be out later today, should be the BMW 850. And the BMW 850, I'm going to be doing a little bit more of a, I think I'll do that review on the mainland of Horizon 2 instead of on Storm Island, because I feel like the 850 really applies obviously to more of a road car, grand touring car, and I may do a little bit of drifting with it as well. But the 850i is a really sweet car, really cool car that I've always wanted in a Horizon game. And yeah, right there I just decided I was kind of Ken Block for a second before I took that next corner. So I decided to just do like a few all-wheel drive donuts and then take the corner. Which, I mean, I don't know, it's fun. It's not going to improve your times at all, but it's still fun. Now, if you guys want me to review any other cars from this pack besides the 850i, which is coming next, then please let me know in the comment section below. And again, I do apologize about the odd scheduling over the past couple of days. I know it's been a little bit wonky, determining particular video release times, because normally it's a pretty uniform schedule, but due to a couple of different complications as far as school scheduling goes, it hasn't been as accurate as usual. So I do apologize for that. I do apologize deeply for that, actually, because I know I don't like to keep you guys, I guess, in the dark as far as scheduling goes. I really like to be as upfront and really open with you guys as far as the scheduling. And yeah, that was kind of my fault. That little crash right there, that was kind of my fault. But I can't remember what I was going to say, though, about the BMW 850i. I know I was going to say that was the next review, but if you guys have any other suggestions for cars in the pack you want me to review, because I know that the Beetle was new, the 2015 STi was new, the 850i was new to the Horizon games, not to the Motorsport games, to the Horizon games, and then the other cars, I believe, are all ports, and I may be getting that wrong. There might be in one other car besides these three that's brand new as well. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look. But if you guys want me to review, like I said, any other cars from this pack, then please let me know in the comment section below. I do believe that this is the last one for a while until the Fast and Furious DLC, which I'm going to be doing a bunch of coverage on. That thing, I'm going to be covering that thing like nobody's business. That thing is going to be ridiculously covered on my channel. If you want Fast and Furious DLC, Forza Horizon 2 coverage, it's going to be right here. Promise you guys that. Now, spring break is actually coming up next week as well, so there'll be there should be at least a little bit of an increase in video content. I'm going to try and do a couple more real-life videos. The car will not be back next week. It will be back the week after, because next week it should be the plan is to get it dyno tuned next week, so, and then pick it up the following week after that. So you guys will be seeing that in person. I'm going to be hopefully walking you guys through the shop at Zen Motors, where it's getting the turbo kit done and installed. And we will for sure be doing a overview of all the parts, under the hood tour, driving reviews, accelerations, everything like that. And maybe a little bit of hooniganism. We'll see. We'll see what we can throw in as far as hooniganism goes. But either way, overall opinions on this 2015 STi, really like it. I definitely wanted this car in the game. This was definitely, I was really excited when I saw it. I saw it in the trailer, and I was like, oh yes, I need this in my life. But no, seriously, this thing is definitely a car that you guys need to get your hands on, need to try out. And I mean, if you're into modifying all-wheel drive cars or just taking stock ones and just rallying the crap out of them, this one is definitely one that should be on your list. And if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.